Okay, so I honestly think that I might have found the absolute cheapest fully built mechanical keyboard that you can possibly buy. What is good, everyone? Ashkeebs here. So we got this bad boy in. This is indeed a keyboard. Honestly, I don't even know what this shit is, to be honest, because I just opened the package up and it's already a completely different brand from what I ordered. But I had this video idea for a little while now, since I cover a lot of more expensive boards. Honestly, speed running my PayPal balance each month is my main hobby at this point. But you know, not everyone got dropped as a baby like me, so their frontal lobe is developed and have a better financial decision making skills than I do. Besides that though, I wanted to see what the absolute lowest amount of GP I would have to spend to actually get a mechanical keyboard. And I mean a mechanical keyboard, not rubber dome, not some weird proprietary switch, but you know, a proper MX style mechanical keyboard that we could hopefully upgrade later. So I dug around Amazon a little bit, and now you might be thinking that there are probably cheaper options on the Chinese markets like Alibaba, AliExpress, or Zanyu, and you would be right. However, those sites usually have expensive shipping costs and you might have to use a proxy, and worst of all, you might not even get anything back after ordering. With all that in mind, I want to pick something from Amazon because number one, I have Prime, meaning free and reliable shipping, and number two, I wouldn't have to wait months or even years. So after doing a little bit of digging, which essentially was just typing mechanical keyboard in the search bar and sorting by cheapest, I managed to find this listing. The mechanical gaming keyboard Yotic LED rainbow backlit ultra slim wired keyboard with blue switches, 87 keys, full key rollover ergonomic computer PC keyboard for Windows and Mac. Just what I always wanted. But at the time of searching, which was a few months ago, this was in stock with Prime for a whopping $9.98, and even with tax, the grand total was less than $11. That's absolutely crazy. To put it into perspective of what $11 gets you in this cursed hobby, you can get like 11 Zio switches, maybe a switch opener, some Akko switches, or maybe a nice keyboard cable. Actually, never mind, you can't even get a keyboard cable nowadays. Them shits cost like upwards of $120. God, I love it here. But yeah, for a single Alexander Hamilton, you're not gonna be able to get much. Probably a little accessory or maybe some aluminum dust and a spit in your face from Keycult. But somehow, someway, China pulled through and has given us this, a fully built mechanical keyboard with switches, keycaps, and probably malware for a bargain of 10 buckaroos. So let's open it up and check this out. Okay, so looking at the box, it's labeled Picatech. Never heard of that brand in my life. A model PC244A with a different model name on the top. Made in China, the manufacturer. I'm pretty sure you can find this OEM on Alibaba. I'm like 100% sure, but okay. Well, let's open it up and see if we actually got a keyboard. Oh, we did, and it even comes with a little keycap puller. So, pretty bare bones packaging. What do you expect for like 10 bucks? Get a little instruction manual as well. Yeet. So here is the keyboard. Honestly, for $10, not too bad. About the same build quality as that Discord keyboard for 150 bucks. The wire is integrated, which means that you don't even need an extra keyboard cable. It just plugs right in there, and the those are indeed blue switches. Honestly, they aren't that loud actually. Not too bad. Not the worst blues that I've ever typed on. I feel like cherry blues might be a little worse. But looking at the overall build quality of the board, It's not that great. It's pretty cheap plastic. It does have some kick up feet, which is cool, but not much really to talk about here. It's plastic. It has some RGB, and it's look at that flex. But for $10, as long as it works. Okay, so upon closer inspection of this thing, I can't even be mad. There are actually a ton of upgrade potential here, and for $10 it's quite surprising. So first of all, the switches on this thing are actually Cherry MX style switches, meaning that we can desolder and put any aftermarket switch we want. Also, the stabs on here, wait, that's not supposed to happen. Wait, okay, maybe the stabs aren't that good. Oh, it clicks right back on there. Okay, so the stabs on here are actually pretty standard plate mount stabs as well, which means that you can use some nicer aftermarket plate mounted stabs. Although they're not PCB mounted and like stuff like screw-in stabs won't work, they also aren't some weird proprietary stabs or co-stars, so they're actually quite easily modifiable. But talking about the keycaps on this thing are pretty damn shit. It's thin and it feels like absolute garbage, but for $10, you're lucky that you even get keycaps in the first place. Overall though, I'm quite pleasantly surprised that this is actually a proper mechanical keyboard, albeit not a very good one, but you can get all the parts that make up a keyboard in a package that you can actually upgrade with some work for just $10. Unfortunately, at the time of filming this video, this board is actually out of stock on Amazon. However, you can find us on eBay for like $13 or $10. Just search up PicTech PC244A, and I'm sure if you keep a lookout on Amazon, it might come back in stock. I'll leave a link, but yeah, I'm gonna order some parts to try and upgrade this for the absolute cheapest price possible, so stay tuned, and we'll end it off with a beautiful typing ASMR. Please lower your volume.